Well, hello and welcome once again to Roy's Model Railway. As you can see, I haven't got the background up on here today because I've been doing a lot of work on the track. But as an update today, it is Friday the 6th of September. It's a dull, damp, wet day outside. Perfect for coming in here and do playing trains. But anyway, so what have I been doing? Well, if you saw my last video, you'd know that I bought some Freightliner, what do they call them, hoppers from Depot Honda. I bought about 8 of them, and since then I've done some modifications on them. I've put some loads in them, limestone loads from a bloke calls himself Smuggler 7 Precision I think it's on eBay. So I've got 7 loads of limestone I've put in there. I added an end of train lamp to it, and then as I said in the last video, all I need to get now is a Freightliner Class 66, the pullable. And I did have a message from, what's it called, let me just have a look, John's Trains, I think John's Railway Line 7087. At John's Railway Line 707. Boy, did you know that you can buy a Freightliner Loco body from Ballasting and fit it to your EWS Class 66? Well, I did inquire about that, thank you to John, but I didn't go for it because I'm quite happy with my EWS Class 66. But anyway, I did search online and I found the Accurascale Freightliner in the green version. I had a job to find it because it was all sold, but anyway, I got one, and it's with sound. I haven't got the sound on because while I'm talking it drowns you out. But anyway, it's on the track. We'll get round to it later and we'll see it going round. But in addition to that, I've ballasted properly all these, the tracks on this side of the board. I've ballasted all the tracks on this side of the board into the engine shed, and all those side lines there. All of this side of the track I've ballasted. I haven't done the other side yet where the station is. So to make some alterations over there. But the ballast, I've ballasted all this track and I've weathered it in a bit. What I did, I got some, I did a test thing. I got from DC's Concept, and I think I got it from Rousers Sheffield, a value pack. Has 3 different colours. They come in little pots like that. 3 different colours, that a dark one and anyway. They don't go far. I've used them all up and I wouldn't have had enough to do the other side. But anyway, so I've got a mixture of ballasts on here, which we'll look at later when I finish introducing this. So that is it. Oh, and also the other thing I got was some what do you call it? Graffiti to stick on the. I've stuck on some of the Freightliner wagons, and these are not. They're the smaller ones, so you can fit them on carriages and things like that. Not a great big, and they are not water slides. you just peel them off and stick them on. You don't have to soak them in water or nothing. They're quite good. I've stuck it on about 4 or 5 of me Freightliner garages. Again, I'll show you that in a minute. But so far, that's what I've done there. Now, before I do before I ballast the other side, all the tracks on the other side, I was having a bit of trouble with one of these, with this point. Now it's a Hornby point, it's not all that old, it's only been, well, it might be a year old now, but it just kept giving me jip with some trains. I was all right going along the straight section, but if they was coming from the zip where they come into here, coming this way, the wheels always lifted as it was coming this way. The wheels always seemed to lift when it was facing that way, about that point, and jump the track. And I tried everything I could not get it to go. The only way I could get it to go was to place a bit of packing under this side to lift it up that way. But it still didn't look right, because as the train went past, you'd see it tilt and then go back again. So I've replaced it with a Pico one. Now the Pico one looks identical. I didn't have to alter the length of the tracks anywhere. I just exchanged it for this. Looks identical. It's a set track one. This one here, 241 left hand point. Put it in. Perfect. It runs perfect now. No problem at all. And I look at this and I can't see anything wrong with it. It won't throw it away, but probably it just would not run properly over that little bit. Not every train, but some trains. And it was all right going that way, but coming this way, it would not go over it. Right, anyway, so that's what I've done. I couldn't ballast the other side. I didn't want to start ballasting that till I got this working right. So now I've got this working right, that will be my next project, carry on ballasting it. Right, so that's how far I've got at the moment. Now, I'll show you the graffiti on the trains and what have you. Hang on, I'll stop that train over there. Let the other one come round here, and then we go and have a look at it. I'll show you it on the film. Right, it's coming round now, and we'll have a closer look at me ballasting. Right. I'll stop that there now. Well, I'll put it up a little bit further. So we can get the whole thing in with the... I'll stop it there. Right, that should do. I'll take the camera off the stand and we'll have a closer look at that. The trouble is, my camera had run out of battery and I've had to plug it into the charger while it's running. But right now, as you can see, the graffiti, I've got it on both sides. I haven't done all of them. I got the three green ones there, and then this, the white one, I've got the graffiti on. Then we've got another green one, and then we've got another white one where I put the graffiti on. And then the last two green ones, I've put some graffiti on them. Alright, now also, there we are. Now I've stuck the end of train lamp on that one. Alright. Now this is the loads this is the loads, right? So that's the, I don't know if I can get that out to show you. Hang on. See if I can look one out. They fit quite tight. I'll have to put the camera down. Right. This is the loads. Comes on a bit of a little bit of like polystyrene stuff. And the loads, and they're all slightly different. They're not all exact match, but anyway, so they just push in just nice. Don't add a lot of weight. Don't add a lot of weight to the train. All right. So that is it, and as you can see, end of train lamp going there. So the other thing is the finale. Let's pull him back a bit. Right, that's me Freightliner Class 66 by Accurascale. Right, I haven't put a driver in it yet. That's something I'm going to have to do, is put a driver in it. But it's because it matches the colour, matches me hoppers. And as I say, it has got sound, but I haven't got the sound on while I'm filming, basically. But it's all working all right. So I'll set that going round. Hang on. There's on the other side. Right, now then, I'll stop that over there while I show you. Now then, me ballasting. There's an example of me ballasting, what it looks like, and I'll get down to the track. And what I did, that was like a grey ballasting, but then I got this the weathering powder. I got this weathering powder, black soot, and I'll just run it along the inside of the track. I'll just run it along the inside of the track with my finger, and I think it looks better because it blends into the grey on the outside. I think it looks quite good. Now these are some of the darker. I started with some of the darker, which don't need any soot on them. As I say, I come with a pack of 3 different ones, and I tried it, but I think it's a bit too dark. And I did that up to where all these points cross here. Right. I did it up here to where all these points cross. And then I haven't done on this eye level bit, but all the rest is done. Now this is the other bit on the side in here I've done, which is like the I don't know what you call that, a fawny colour. But now, for those that didn't know, all I had before was like it was a paper background, which I've still got over the other side. Hang on, we'll look at that. What I've had in the past is this. It's like it's just a paper paper with the stones on it and then the track laid on it. It doesn't look as the same, the real thing. It's just, but it's better than nothing. And then, of course, I've filled in with grass and that in places. Another thing I did use is, like I've used here, is a bit of roofing felt. I had some roofing felt under the track, which to some extent has a sound deadening effect. But yeah, so anyway, the next job, this is the point I had the trouble with here. As it came along this bit here, it went off there and it'd jump at that bit, and often it'd jump off and the front wheels would jump off to there. But now I've changed it to the Pico one. It's all right, so I'm all set really to ballast all the rest of this. So that'll probably be in my next update, you'll see all that done. But, right, so, apart from a bit of train running, I think that's got you up to date. I've got this little bit to do here as well, where it just enters the tunnel. I don't know if I'm going to bother to do under the bridges, because that means taking all that top off to do it properly. Right, so there we are. Right, so I'll leave it at that for now. Right. Well, look, just to finish the video off, I've run the new 66 Freightliner around with some sounds on and its light functions. But one thing I've noticed on this Accurascale one, and it probably might be to do with it being that it wouldn't need it if it's pulling freight, I shouldn't think. But out of all those sounds, well, what you always seem to get on most sound things, it hasn't got a whistle. They've got the whistle, so I suppose you wouldn't need it when you're pulling freight. I suppose if you had the train pulling a passenger, it seems like it's for all the Class 66 locomotives. Oh, this is the sheet, Accurascale sheet. Anyway, apart from that, we'll run it round the track, a few shots, and I'll have the sound on. Alright, so hang on a minute while I'll prepare the camera. Right then, well here we go. I'm going to turn the sound on. It'll take a while probably to start up. And I'll turn the lights on. See, they got a bit of a fade action on them. There it is, it's just